for another episode of East Street Beat. I'm Sandra, along with T the Man. How you doing, T?
I'm doing good, Sandra. You know, just me and you tonight. S Hacker is out celebrating, you know. So she called in today, you know.
Yeah, she called off today.
They don't realize they got responsibilities. There's a certain time you need to be here. But
okay.
She called in, and so she won't be with us, but she's doing fine, you know, celebrating. Okay. So what is on tap today at Lee Street Beat?
Well, you know, T, it's been a rough week when we woke up and found that there were several bombs sent to high-profile individuals who are, you know, pretty much associated with the left. It's been really scary. Whoever has done it, we got it. We are scared. This week we've had bombs sent to Bill and Hillary Clinton, Barack and Michelle Obama, Joe Biden, Robert De Niro, George Soros, John Brennan, and Maxine Waters. And in some cases, I think they sent two to Maxine, and they sent two to Joe Biden. Thank God none of these bombs went off. Thank God nobody is dead. But what has really been frightening and scary is that our commander-in-chief, our president, has said little or nothing to help the country heal, to help the country feel safe. He's really just exacerbated the situation and made a joke out of it, just a mockery out of it.
Well, Sandra, you know, I've said this once, I'm gonna say it again. This emboldens Donald Trump. This is what Donald Trump likes. He's giddy about this. He don't care if people get hurt or people get killed, because he looks at these people as his enemies. So if your enemy goes down, if your enemy is having misfortune, you know, normal people would have some kind of empathy for somebody else getting hurt, but not him. You know, he's narcissistic. So for him to expect more than that is a fool's errand. You know, not only that, the people who like George Soros, because he's a large Democratic voter, supporter, donor. Then you have Eric Holder. You know, yeah, so anybody that's trying to defeat him or against him, and that is very visible, Donald Trump is all for it. So when he says he's a nationalist, that was the dog whistle to the white nationalists that say, go after him, go get him. It's like, go ahead and sick him, send these things to him. But, you know, like stupid is as stupid does. You know, Barack Obama has Secret Service. Bill and Hillary Clinton has Secret Service. Now, even if they find this person, which I truly think the FBI will, now we have to wait and see what Donald Trump is going to do. In Donald Trump's mind, hey, this is a pardonable offense. So don't be surprised if some kind of insanity, craziness come that doesn't make logic, because he's never going to make logic with him. So it's sad that we got to the state where we just can't disagree politically, but now we've gone to, you know, like Banana Republic, is everybody for themselves, and the last man standing is who's going to win.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm so thankful that none of these bombs went off. I can't imagine how we would be as a country if we had to mourn any of these individuals with the person who's there in the White House, because he couldn't care less. And, you know, he makes a joke out of it when he goes to his rally. I mean, why would you even hold a rally when the country is really, this is a terrorist act? I mean,
not to him, this is the act of a patriot. You know, Senator, this is like the 60s when Bobby Kennedy got killed, when John F. Kennedy got killed, when Martin Luther King got killed, you know, except at least those days, people had enough sense to say, show some reverence. This man is ignorant to the factor of 10.
He won't even mention their names.
He got no class. He has no class. He will never, ever have no class. He thinks, you know, he wants to be like Putin. He wants to be like Kim Jong-un. He wants to be unfeathered and nothing to stop in his way. And he feels that I can buy his way. I mean, I had a conversation with somebody and I had explained to them. They said, well, Donald Trump is giving us a tax break. I said, he's giving you a tax break. I said, if you got 10 oranges and you pay taxes and every week they take out 4 oranges for your tax. That leaves you with 6 oranges. But now he's giving you saying that, oh, I'm only going to take 3 oranges for your tax, but I'm going to raise your health care by 2 more oranges when you're only paying 1, and now you're going to pay 3. And he tell you that you got more money. Now, I do math better than that. It's still 10. When you get a raise, you get more than 10 oranges. You get 11 oranges or 12 oranges. But if you get 10 and you shift the money from taking it out less here, but paying more on the back end, you haven't gained anything. And these people can't understand that.
They can't. I'm gonna tell you something. We really are in a bad situation. And another thing too is some of those bombs, they would go back to Debbie Wasserman as the return address. You know, I mean, whoever this person is, this person has taken the rhetoric from the Trump administration, mainly Donald Trump, everybody that he's spoken about and talked about, and now he's targeted these people. And because they haven't detonated, people are speculating, well, maybe he just was doing it for a warning. But you know what? You got opportunity for people to copycat and do this kind of stuff. There's people like Robert De Niro who don't have Secret Service necessarily, you know, to look at their stuff. And yet these people are well off, and they, you know, but other people could get killed opening up their mail. We got people in the post office that could get killed from opening up and handling this.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. You know what? If they get killed, then, oh, look at this. This is a terrorist attack done by Democrats sending them pipe bombs. Look what he did. You know, this man is a liar. He don't care. He, you know, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't consult with him on since he has an unsecured phone and say, hey, Don, it's okay if I send it. Yeah, go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, but make sure it don't hurt anybody initially, you know. I'm gonna tell you, it's everybody is, you know, all of the pundits on TV are talking about it, and it's just a time for us to just realize that we really don't have somebody in the White House who cares anything about humanity, and that's what's really kind of made me sad, you know. But what else is making me sad is what's going on once again: voter suppression. Voter suppression, my brother. You know, you got Brian Kemp here in Georgia. Hey, I voted. you got your tag on that you voted.
I got my tag right here. You see, I says I voted.
Yeah. Well, he lost he lost in court the battle to stop throwing away ballots because, you know, you got people just eyeing, saying that, you know, these signatures don't match. And not even letting the people know that, you know, their ballot's been thrown away. And so he's been ruled against on that. But now they got machines that when you actually press Stacey Abrams, it's flipping it to Brian Kemp. And you know what? This man is overseeing this as well as running for governor, and he doesn't care. He's not sending out people to try to
care. They don't care. He's out to win at all costs in any way you can. And you know what? He's already been to court to appeal that decision of the judge. He wants to, you know, to have a stay until the election is over, and then we can talk about it, because he says it puts too much of a burden on them to do the right thing. So I just want to let you know that. So this is a short-term victory, and you know, it may not last. That's all I'm going to say. And as far as the machines go, unless you point it out and know what machine it is, you know, they're going to keep doing it today. Again, you know, I mean, I voted. I don't know what kind of machines you have. I don't know. We got
the kind of machines you you stick the card in.
Right. Well, I went there to stick the card in, but what I found out is when you return the card back, the card has to be erased. If it's not erased, then it keeps the same thing was on there on the previous person who used it.
Yeah, you told me that.
They don't erase it. So, you know, they know, listen, a black person come in, more likely than not, they're not going to vote for him. So they're not going to give him a card. They say, oh, here's your card. Then, you know, bam, bam, bam. That's it. Go ahead. Card is not erased. They go in there and they kept getting Stacey Abrams, and you got to go back and review and do it and all like that. It's a little bit of a process. If you're not really expecting to do that, you kind of figure out like what's going on. An older person, you get confused on that sometimes. So, you know, don't be shocked by this. Don't be shocked by this at all. I don't know. Georgia, you got so much stuff going on. I don't know how you guys are gonna address this situation there, except be very diligent and be on it. And Stacey Abrams is gonna have to step up and be a little bit more vocal than what she's been, because if not, she will lose this race.
Well, she has certainly. I'm gonna tell you something. She's been fighting Brian Kemp for the last 3 or 4 years. There have been numerous of cases that have been brought, but he just does a in around and tries to do whatever he's trying to do and do it another way, and then they got to take him back to court again up until really until we got to election. So you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever wins, whoever loses, it's going to be contested. It's going to be something that people are going to feel like, especially if Brian Kemp wins, because he's done everything he can to suppress the vote. I mean, this is just like, I don't even know. I mean,
Sandra, this is Georgia. So if he wins, it ain't going to get overturned. That's the way it is. Now, if he loses, he'll want it overturned. But I guarantee if he wins, listen, they're gonna close ranks and say, yep, you know what? We're going to certify it, and it's a done deal. Because guess who gets to certify it? Secretary of State. Guess who the Secretary of State is? Brian Kemp.
Yeah, it's
don't be surprised. Hey, once he crossed that finish line, he don't care if he didn't stay on the track.
Yeah, they got him on.
He's going to certify his own damn win.
Yeah, they got him. They caught him talking about how voting is up and how it's a problem if all of these people are able to vote. It's like you can't believe
the old boy network. So you're upsetting their network. They don't want it. They don't want this to happen. And for this not to happen, they're gonna do all they can. That's it. There's nothing new about this. If I can't join them, I'm gonna beat them.
Yeah.
And he keeps joining you, so he's gonna beat you by hook or crook. You don't care how you win as long as you win.
Yeah, winning ugly.
Just winning with thievery. It's called a steal, but they call it winning.
Mm. Well, have you heard about what your president is talking about regarding the caravan? Man, they're nothing but women. I mean, mostly women and babies out there. Have you heard the rhetoric that's been coming from this man's mouth?
I've heard the rhetoric from this man's mouth. I heard he says, "Oh, it's been infiltrated by Middle Easterners." Well, let me tell you, I've seen CNN, I've seen MSNBC, I've seen ABC, CBS News, I've seen even Bloomberg, Telemundo, Univision. They all got their reporters embedded. Mm-hmm. Why come they can't find nobody that's Middle Eastern? And how come the White House only know who the Middle Eastern people is? Because I'm quite sure these reporters would interview that Middle Eastern person, asking him, why are you with this caravan? And then the second thing, once they get to the border, where do they think they're going to go? Do they really think they're going to come in America and ask for asylum? Or are they going to be like terrorists and try to go over that 20-foot barbed wire fence with the border patrol waiting for them on the other side? So who are these Middle Easterners and where are they? Because you know what? He can't produce them. It's another lie.
And he's got Mike Pence lying for him. It's just like the president goes out and makes up some stuff, and then the White House has to figure out how to, justify it.
They don't figure out, Sandra.
That many people, it's gotta be
perpetrating the lie. They keep perpetrating the lie. It ain't like Mike Pence knows the lie when he heard it. Listen, he's an evangelical. Shit, he lying all the damn time. I don't even know why they even have a damn Bible. What's the purpose of having the Bible? They don't they don't adhere to the principles. Thou shalt not lie. I know that's in one of the commandments.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't think
Mike has false false dispersions against somebody. I know that's in the Bible. So listen, don't talk about Mike Pence. Talking about he lying, Sarah Huckabee Sanders lying. Listen, they want to lie. They know it's a lie. It's like you count. I got 4 things, and they tell you, oh no, you only got 3. You say, well, what is this 4th one? I don't know what that is. It looks like the others, but you know what? You only got 3.
Yep. I mean, it's the way they have to clean up after him, it seems like they would be tired
They're
of it.
just perpetrating what he's saying. That's all too. There's no cleanup. A cleanup would be correcting what he says. They're not correcting. They're just embellishing more of what he says.
They're agreeing.
Yeah, they agree. You know what? They're complicit. Every last one of them. Every last one of them, and every last one of those Republican congressmen and anybody else that support him. They're they're enablers of him and his lie.
Yeah, speaking of enabling all the lies, I just wanted to take a moment to say that it's uncanny how many Republicans are out here lying about how they're going to secure and make sure that pre-existing conditions for your health care is going to remain intact, when all of them voted about 70 times and got a case right in the court right now to try to take that away. It's just, they show the commercials, and every one of them.
I hope whoever votes for these Republicans who want to take away their health care, who believe this lie is knowingly, and you get some kind of critical disease, life-threatening disease, you, your child, or your family, and then you really need this Obamacare, and they tell you that it's not available because we took it away. All I'm going to tell you is, must be God's will.
Wow. So I just, I was appalled and I was shocked when I read the article about what happened in Kentucky, in Jefferson County, at the Kroger. Did you read that article?
I did read that. I heard that this white man went into there. First, he went to a black church. I read something like that, and then he couldn't, whatever it was, he couldn't do it. So he went to the Kroger and he decided to shoot black folks. He shot this black woman and another person, and then when he was confronted with another white man with a gun, he told the white man, "Don't shoot me. Whites don't kill whites."
And all I can hear in the back of my mind is, President Trump going, what we need is, talking about, guns. What'll stop somebody with a gun is a person with another person with a gun. But here you have a man with a gun, and he's basically gonna be complicit. I mean, he could at least shot him in the doggone foot. Are you kidding me? He just gunned down somebody in front of you. And then his son goes on and just says, yeah, well, he told my dad white people don't kill white people. It's like, where are we at a country now? Where are we at? We can just disregard the fact that we're human beings. I mean, and that when you see something, you're supposed to, I mean, that's why you carry a gun, to if not just save yourself, to possibly help somebody else.
No, you carry your gun for your protection of yourself. And if you choose to protect somebody under your umbrella of your gun, you will. So that's what it is. But like the man said, white folks don't kill white folks, only if they're in schools and their kids, and they're doing a mass murder. But just a single white man shooting that because he killed a black woman on the street and, he was going to do the right thing. They don't do that. He has to be a mass murderer of killing children for the white man to step in to kill him. And you know what? I know a lot of good white people.
I do too.
And all the people that I know, and probably people that you know, they don't have this kind of attitude. Yeah. They're people of goodwill, good thought. But these other people that came through Hades, out of the gates of hell, and they're here for all of time. See, listen, when the Lord cast out Lucifer from the heavens, where did you think he sent him? He sent him here. He sent a being that's going to be here for all eternity until Judgment Day comes. Lucifer and his minions. So that's what you got.
Yeah, well, they said that he's been known to have, racist rants, but, I would like to think at this point in time that was his last time, and that they will put him in prison. He just killed 2 people in Kroger, and it's just tragic. My heart goes out to those families. My heart goes out to even, anybody who was there at the Kroger. I mean, I go to the Kroger all the time. It's right down the street from my house, for something like that to happen in front of you. I mean, it's horrifying. just horrifying.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is horrifying, but it's sad. That's the state of affairs we in. It's winner take all. Don't show no weakness, don't show no capacity. If you show kindness, kindness is considered weakness. So you can't show that. So that's how they feel. They're there to have this ideology, and they want it to continue. And so they're going to do everything they can do. They're not going to just relinquish power, not when they got it. I mean, you haven't learned the lessons of history. Eventually, it's going to fall. I mean, you saw what happened in the 1940s with Hitler. We're going down that same road. Pretty soon they're going to say, there's too many migrants in here. We got to get rid of them. And since they came in there, we're going to edict a verdict of death, and we'll kill them. But we'll be humane when we march them through those chambers to kill them.
And
that's where
I hope we don't see that, and I hope that.
Well, I hope so too.
That we rise up against that, because
we rise, but the problem is times has changed. So the people, when you rise your head up like a meerkat, they're shooting it down. And as you see the people who speaking out, what they trying to do? They're trying to kill them.
Yeah, it's so sad right now. So the president came out and talked about how he treats women, how he sexually assaults them. He's made it, almost mainstream that can happen, and it's not a big deal. And so are we surprised at what happened on Southwest Airlines the other day?
Nope, I'm not surprised. But now we're going to see if the Trump defense works.
It won't work for him. It worked for Trump. But see, that people don't understand. Donald Trump can get away with a lot of this craziness, but when you go out and do it, you get time. So he reached over and was groping the woman, and she was asleep. And at first she, and then I guess when she kind of woke up, she attributed to, well, maybe he was just, he made a mistake. Maybe he was just trying to, get out. She just thought it was a mistake. But then the second time he did it, she said, hey, you know what? You need to stop that. And she alerted everybody, and not just the stewards, but also the captain. Everybody made sure that this gentleman was moved. I mean, she was moved away from him because he was groping her, and they moved her on the plane. And when he got off the plane, they were waiting for him. The police was waiting for him. And what did he tell the police, Tenny?
He told them, it's okay, Donald Trump does it. That's what he said.
The judge, right?
The president does it. It's okay for him to do it. It's okay for me to do it.
Yeah, but you asked her if she thought it was okay for you to do it.
Well, maybe he thought that she might be confused what happened. Apparently not.
Yeah, listen, she don't know that Donald Trump
did was go ahead and two-piece him right in his eye. She should have. That's what she should have did.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm glad she waited, because you know what? He did not. Whoever was waiting for him to pick him up, they had to go post bond for him. Okay. Yep. Because he wasn't gonna, just put his luggage in the car and go home.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you another thing. He'll never ever fly Southwest again either.
You know what? They could put you on a no-fly list, and you ain't flying nothing nowhere. Okay.
Well, Greyhound is still available.
Hey, if they don't have a list, yeah. I mean,
In that case, you better get in your car and drive.
There you go. Well,
get in the car and drive. Where's Megyn Kelly going?
You know what? I think Megyn Kelly's already about ready to lose her show. I don't know. She had a discussion with all white people about how she thought back in her day that it wasn't a big deal and it was appropriate during Halloween for them to dress up in blackface. How you going to have a panel of all white people discussing how black people feel about white people putting on blackface? I mean, I can remember my father talking about how much it hurt to watch Al Jolson and how these white people touted his talent and how talented he was as he, sang Mammy, in blackface, and how he was such a big star. And, I remember as a kid, listening to him and just really being upset with how he became such a star, and him and probably other people, You know, Megyn Kelly does not know history and doesn't care. She's like Donald Trump on that. She's stupid.
Megyn Kelly came from Fox. I mean, you're just not going to get it out of her blood. She's already out of place there, you know, and she's always defending Trump. She's always defending the administration. The only thing that's her show was flopping. She got a little interview with Putin. And let's face it, the reason why Megyn Kelly is there, because somebody thinks she's attractive and she looks cute. If Megyn Kelly looked like Gloria Van Struston, she would have been gone the day she hit the stage at NBC.
Yeah, but Tamron Hall is cute. She fine.
But you know what? Tamron Hall just happened to have the wrong color skin hue. You know, the wrong color. She didn't have blonde hair. You know, she didn't have blue eyes or whatever it is. You know, she wasn't the perfect MILF that they look at. But, you know, Megyn Kelly had all that, and she was an attorney. So, you know, she came from Fox. She had her following. Listen, I never liked her. And then, you know, all I can say is she's gone. Good riddance.
Yeah, I don't think that her show's going to last very long. She's, well, NBC's upset with her, and she's, I guess, let go of her, the people who represent her.
Her talent agency.
Her talent agent, because they didn't like how she approached the subject of, you know, wearing blackface. I mean, every year we go online and we see some Halloween party at some college, some mostly white college, that, you know, the kids think that it's okay for them to, you know, dress up as black characters, you know. It's always heartbreaking, especially in 2018. I think she needs to, you know, understand that, you know, it's not something that's never, ever been accepted. As she said, it was accepted when she was coming up. Believe me, we just didn't have the coverage on that kind of stuff as we do now. If we had a knew then, it would have been denounced.
Well, you know what it was? It was accepted in her household. That's
and in her neighborhood.
Accepted in her household. It was accepted in her little community because apparently they didn't have any people of color there. I'm a guess that they didn't have no people of color there, and everybody thought it was fun. And you know what? I can understand that, you know, people, they put on blackface and they innocently do it and not really thinking about the consequences and what it symbolizes. So you can forgive it one time, but once you know, and at her age, she should know if she don't know, that this is something you don't do. You don't put your kids in blackface. Now, I can understand if they got all white, you know, and it's the Walking of the Dead or something like that, but there's no blackface characters out there. You know, you don't dress up there looking like you're black when you're not black, you know.
Who's the guy from Cheers?
Like me and you wouldn't put on a Yannick and have long braids looking like Hasidic Jew and then make fun of them and talking about I'm eating ribs. There's some things you just don't do.
You just don't do. Who's the guy who was in Cheers and he was dating Whoopi Goldberg and he put on blackface and that's why they broke up?
Ted Danson.
Yeah, Ted Danson. Yeah, she should have had Ted in that panel. He'd have told her, don't do it. Let's not even discuss it.
Listen, she knew better. She knew better. She tried to defend it. She tried to ease it in, defend it. And you know what? You know, she got blasted out. And then she got up there and came up with those fake crocodile tears. Because once that $20 million is on the line, all of a sudden, now she got a black face with that mascara running. That's black face. You want to see some black face? Look at yourself with that mascara running.
Yeah, she see they cut that final check to her. Mm-hmm. You know, and tell her, you know, she ain't gonna do nothing but go back to Fox. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna keep her ass off the air, and they're gonna pay her out that money because they got to do it one way or another. They ain't gonna let her get a lump sum and walk away. Well, you don't even know.
They'd rather pay her and make sure she went there. Like you say, I doubt if she can go to CNN.
Oh please. Don Lemon, he'll just I can't imagine. Chris Como, no. That won't work.
Yeah, you know, yeah, she can go back. She can go back there. She can go.
She can go to RT. She can go to RT.
She can go to Hill TV. She can go to Trump TV.
You go to.
She can get on with Russ Limbaugh.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she can.
She can team up the second half of Tucker Carlson. So now that Roger Ailes is gone.
There you go.
You know,
Yeah,
so
absolutely. He's been ridiculous lately. Absolutely ridiculous.
So
And
let me ask you this: what are you gonna dress up as Halloween when Halloween comes around next week?
well, you know what? Every year, I got this Argyle sweater that's like orange,
Mhm.
and I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna wear my orange shirt or just a t-shirt up under it. And I usually like, pair it with like some brown pants and some brown or orange shoes. I just, and then what I do is I put a patch over my eye and I call myself Sammy Davis Jr.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I'm
I'm
one of the
dressed
Rat
up as
Pack.
an I'm gonna dress up as an endangered species, a black man walking into America.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. That's it, man. I mean, and I give out candy and that's it. I mean, I don't, when we were kids, we had fun though. I
Yeah, we
remember
did
when we
have
were
fun. I remember trick or treating with you.
heck yeah, man. We went all up and down. We used to go to folk house twice, man.
Yep.
We had a ball, and I remember, it would be dark and it'd be a little chilly, but we had on our costumes, and we really had a good time. So I just wish everybody a happy Halloween coming up, and keep the kids safe, and make sure you go out there and you celebrate, but you celebrate safely, and yeah, don't wear no blackface. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
don't wear no. I'm gonna tell you, don't wear no white face either.
Don't wear no white face
Just
either.
be safe. Be you.
Yeah.
Or
But just put
as
on a
Melania
mask. Go
Trump
buy
said,
one. Go buy one.
as Melania Trump say, be best.
Yeah. Be best or be
Yeah.
beat.
So this here is the Lee Street Beat. This is T the Man speaking for Sandra Tucker. S. Hacker will probably be with us next week. We're gonna talk about her exploits the fun time she had today with what was the classic she had?
I guess the classic is coming to Birmingham, and they
Oh
start
yeah,
turning
so
up. They start turning up 2-3 days early.
yeah, she's up there in the ham, so she's turning it up right now, really celebrating.
Yeah.
Um, we wish her well. Hope she don't have no hangover. So this is T-Man and Sandra Tucker for Lee Street Beat. We'll see you next week on Lee Street Beat. So everybody have a safe weekend and goodbye. Talk to you next week.